Welcome everyone. Thank you, Bill Hogg. The Bill Hogg is up for the acting school. Welcome everybody to the Acting School of Excellence. Live. Welcome everyone. Evening Scotty Malotti. Good evening, Latchmore. Wycove disabled slow mode. Thank you very much. We'll start shortly. We'll begin the acting school shortly. Just to describe what's going on. This is the Acting School of Excellence, and we have a guest with us that we're going to improve his or her acting skills because it's very bad. Thank you to you on the turtleneck. Good evening, everyone. Just to let you know, everyone in the chat with us today, all of you here, you are all in the audience of the acting school, and you're welcome to ask questions. Please be very respectful. This is a very serious acting school. Okay, I think we can pretty much begin. Hello, the Bill Hogg. All right, Mr. Callums. It's nice to see all of you. Acting. Stanivalski certainly knows a thing or two. Before we get started, everyone, let me just say this. Clap for your carers. Go ahead, do that. Clap for doctors, soldiers. Clap for everyone. I'm absolutely fine with it. But who puts in more work? Who means more than all of these people combined? That's right, it's the actor. And they never get applauded for, do they? Hi, everyone. I think it's time to bring our guest in. Nightbot is... I installed Nightbot, and it's banning people. And that's great. So we can get to our guest, everyone. Now, you might have heard of him from a little film called Bill and Ted's Adventure. You might have heard of him as the one, aka Neo, in the Matrix films. That's Keanu Reeves I'm talking about. Today, though, we're joined by... Is it Mikey? Hello?
No. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. No, it's Michael.
Michael?
Yep.
Spicy.
SPICER.
SPICER.
Yeah,
Michael
Michael Spicer.
Michael Spicy, the spicy man of acting.
Yeah,
Welcome,
hello.
welcome everyone. You good to well done for coming for
Thank you.
for being.
It's good to be, well, I'm at home, but it's good to be with you
Mm,
like this.
what have you been up to?
I've been writing a book today.
I mean, acting. I don't want to know about the book. I mean, what acting have you been up to?
Acting. Um, I was in a commercial once.
Okay, for what?
Um, Sainsbury's.
Hmm.
So it was quite a big deal.
Kept that quiet. A lot.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
The cannibal says that's class.
yeah. If you Google EasyJet Sainsbury's,
Are those not two
uh,
different things?
nope. Sainsbury's and EasyJet, they combined 9 years ago to do a special offer, and I was in that commercial.
What was the offer? Free
You could,
delivery. Free delivery.
well, I can tell you if you want. I
get your
can
food.
rather than
Get your
guessing,
get your food
rather
delivered.
than guessing,
Get your
rather
food.
than guessing.
Get your food delivered by a plane.
That's good.
Mm. Satire. Have you ever done it?
No,
You can get a food delivered by an EasyJet plane.
nectar points.
Oh yeah. How many
It
have you
was
got?
nectar points. If you got, I've never had any, but if you get nectar
Mm.
points um, with your Sainsbury's order, you can use those on your EasyJet flight.
To buy a ticket.
Yeah, to buy a ticket.
So 1,000 EasyJet points. Can you use EasyJet ticket in Sainsbury's?
I'm afraid I don't know. You'd have to watch the commercial.
Well, I guess I'll look it up. Well, thank
Google
you.
EasyJet Sainsbury's.
EasyJet Sainsbury's.
EasyJet Sainsbury's.
Welcome everyone. By the way, if you're just joining us, this is the
Actually, when
acting
I
school.
said Google, I meant put it in the search bar on YouTube. That's what I meant. Sorry.
But doesn't Google own YouTube?
Yeah, but if you put Sainsbury's Google into Sainsbury's EasyJet into Google, you'll get stuff. If you put it into
Google.
Sainsbury's EasyJet into YouTube search bar,
and you can just go into
then my
Sainsbury's.
commercial will come up. My commercial will come up. I guarantee it. I bet people are doing it right now, and well done to them.
Welcome everyone. By the way, if you don't know what this is the acting school of excellence. Cater cakes. My Nightbot is timing people out. I don't know. It's become sentient, like a. So, what's your favorite film, Mikey?
Michael.
Mike. What's your favorite film?
I don't know. It changes every day, really.
Every day.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday?
Yesterday, Revenge of the Pink Panther.
Pink Panther.
Revenge of the Pink Panther.
Is that the one with the 2008?
No.
That's the good one. Have you seen
What's
the Santa
good
Claus? Have you seen the Santa Claus 2?
That was my favorite film I think it was one of the days in February. That was my favorite film.
What? Well, it's mine all year round.
What's the Santa Claus movie?
Yeah. It's got everything. It's got romance. It's got mischief. It's got satire of the highest kind. It's got there's a twist. There's a twist.
Well, Tim Allen, isn't it?
Yeah, Tim Allen. It's a twist. Who do you know that's famous?
I honestly don't know anyone famous. I was I was once in a lift with a model, I think, but that's it. I can't really think. I can't remember her name.
This is just someone that you've fell in love with. It's not necessarily a model. Is that
No, it's nothing to do with. No, it's nothing to do with love. It was. It was just. Oh, she's
Caprice?
definitely famous. No,
Oh.
it wasn't Caprice. Um, but
Uh.
she was not famous enough that I knew her name.
What about Bradley Cooper? Have you been speaking to him?
No, 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 no. I don't know him. I don't know anyone called Bradley.
No, he doesn't know anyone called Brad.
No,
Listen to me, Mike. If
Michael.
you're in the acting school, we're doing a bit of small talk now. I'm being very nice to you. I know. Okay, I did raise my voice once, and I'm not going to apologize because to be a great actor, you don't
I
apologize.
made a note of it, but
Well, who are you going to report it to?
Twitch.
All right, I'm sorry. If you stick to your guns, if you follow my advice,
Yeah,
I can introduce you to Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley
You know
Coop.
Bradley Cooper,
I know him. The Hangover 2. Fantastic film.
right?
They don't
So
make them
you
like
know
that anymore.
him from what? You were in The Hangover too, and you knew him from that.
I did a bit of work on it.
What bit of work?
Just a bit,
Acting work.
Just not acting work exactly. I was just here and there. I hung around the
You were
set,
here and there on the set of Hangover 2,
just here and there.
meeting Bradley Cooper,
Bradley Cooper. I was
and
part
none
of
of
the
the
entourage.
others, and none of the others.
Who else is in that? Tom Cruise. Yeah, I met him.
No,
Hmm.
you met him as well.
So, what sort of film do you want to be in? It's important we figure out what you want to be before we make you that. And that's.
I'd really like to be some sort of thief.
Good evening, Sheila. Sheila's an actor. What films have thieves in?
Revenge of the Pink Panther.
Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 12.
You'd be good. If you
Right.
follow the, you could be good.
I could be good.
You could be good. Mike, let's just call you Spicy. Let's just call you Spicy.
Can you just call me Michael?
Let's just call him Spicy.
I've just got this thing. No, I've got this thing about my name and it being shortened in any way at all.
What, you got a middle name?
Yep.
Andrew?
No, you're close.
Cameron.
No.
So we're going to look at your IMDb, Mr. Spicy.
Sure.
Everybody, we're going to analyze the career of my guest. That's what's happening here. Here we are. There it is, everyone. That is the entire thing. 9 credits, which... So how long have you been in the biz?
Can you keep it still?
How long have you been in the biz?
How long have I been? Sorry.
In the
sorry, it's just a bit distracting. Seeing my IMDb page darting about the screen.
Yep.
How long?
How long
not
have
long,
you been in the
really.
biz? How long have you been in the biz?
8 months, something like that.
8 months.
8 months.
And you've got 9 credits.
Oh yeah, but those, I don't count myself as being in the biz.
Why?
You know, before, well, whatever you see on that IMDb page, before that is just like just a lucky thing that happened.
Well, let's see how lucky it is, Mister. Because in 2008,
Yeah.
in Martina Cole's Lady Killers TV series documentary, you played Fred West.
Yes, I did. But I still had to earn a living. So I don't count myself as being in the biz by playing a serial killer in a crime reconstruction program.
How what did you do as Fred West in the crime reconstruction?
Well, what did Fred West do?
Didn't he own a casino?
No,
Yeah, good guy, good,
he.
good British
Do you
man.
want me to? Do you want me to bring you up to speed
On the casino biz, I think I know it quite
on
well.
on the Fred
I
West
I
biz?
could do a roulette, my friend. 23 red.
Forget no, forget the casino. It's got nothing to do with casinos. Do you know who Fred and Rosemary West actually are?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Well, right.
Uh,
Well, that's what I did. What they did.
they
That's what I did in the reconstruction.
okay. So they before the casino, it was all about football, wasn't it? With the it was all about sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever been to Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Do you have a bit of fun in the coffee shops there?
I was 12.
Mm. You know what they have in those coffee shops? You know what they have in those coffee shops?
Yeah.
It's crack cocaine. So I want to. Now we're gonna get to some acting. Now, are you taking your glasses off?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just getting ready.
Oh right, yeah.
Don't you do that?
Do I get ready?
No, no. I mean, don't you take your glasses off?
Perfect eyesight, 20/20 vision.
That's a bit weird.
No, it's what you need to be a top star.
Okay.
20. Yes, thank you, Scotty Malotti. 20/21 vision. Are you ready to
Creaky
do?
chair.
Excuse me.
Creaky chair.
I've not seen that one. We can dive into some acting. Is there anything you want to know from me before
Before what? Sorry.
before we do a bit of the acting warm ups, my boy?
Oh. Um. No. No, there isn't really. I literally
Would
can't think of anything to ask you. So shall we
shall we?
crack on?
Let me before we crack on, as they say
Yeah.
in the business. Can we have a monologue from Spicer to see his range? Nilesy, we're going to see him act. Before we continue the drama live event, would anyone like to ask the guest or me any questions? We're going to do a Q&A at the end, but I thought why not have a bit of a Q&A beforehand? We've got to know our guest, I think. I think we know each other quite well now.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What Brownie30 says, what's your favourite spice?
What's my favorite spice?
What's your favourite spice?
That changes every day too. So
Mine's mixed herbs. Where do you put your wallet when acting? You put it in the acting locker later, Lindsay. That's not even a question if you're in the business. Are you in the chat? You better all be serious about acting.
that's a good point. You know, some people don't put their wallet in the acting locker, though. I know some people that don't.
Where do they put it?
Well, I did a scene in the Sainsbury's commercial actually, and the person I was acting opposite had it right here.
Yeah.
In the breast pocket,
Mm.
really bulged out, and
Yeah.
she was just really funny about it. It took hours to get it out of there.
I mean, that's a risk you have to take, isn't it? At the end of the day, when creating art, I did a scene with John Malkovich. Actually, it was a theatre production. We were doing what's it called? We were doing the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift in Broadway. They did a live
Stage adaptation.
Thank you, stage adaptation of the thing.
What were you in that?
One of the cars.
Mm.
And I was acting across from Mr. Malkovich, as I call him, a lot of respect, and he didn't like. I was like, all right, I put my wallet in the acting locker, and I was like, oh, okay, he's not put his in there. For each to his own is what I said. That's how I am. And then we were doing it. We were in the play, and standing ovation every night. That's not really relevant to this. We were doing the play, and there's just cash flying out of every pocket on him. And I said, Mr. Malkovich, if you don't mind, can I have some of that cash? Because I was making very little at the time. Now, comfortably 8-figure, 9-figure salary. But that's, I teach acting.
Through what? Sorry, through teaching acting.
Yes, an acting coach. Everyone in the chat with us here is has paid to be here £800 a ticket. They thought it was going to be Keanu Reeves.
Right. Okay.
From the Metrics.
Yes. I'm sorry about that.
Brownie's paid 600, and probably a college student. Yeah, that's how I make a living now. I enjoyed Hollywood. I liked sort of the fun of the LA lifestyle.
You're very young though. When did this all happen? Were you a child actor?
No, this was about. That's about 2 years ago.
2 years.
It's about 2 years ago.
And how long did your career span?
It's about 20 years.
In Hollywood, 20 years.
It's about 20 years.
2 years ago. So your career started when you were like 3.
I think an acting career starts when you're born. Not for everyone. You know? Mr. Malkovich, absolutely. Brendan Fraser, he was clueless when I first met him. I was hanging around the set of Bedazzled.
So you must.
Excuse me.
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. Have you seen with Bedazzled?
Yes, I've seen Bedazzled.
Work of art. The remake.
Yeah, the remake.
The work of art
with Elizabeth Hurley.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise. Fantastic.
Cruise. Yeah, but that was like I'm guessing that's probably about 25 years old now, and you're probably about 27, something like that. I just don't understand. Was she holding a baby in one of the scenes?
Oh, I wasn't in that film. I was hanging around. Just
hanging around. What do you mean, in one of those bouncy things that they put toddlers in?
Spicy. I don't. I mean, I respect your lifestyle. I don't.
Michael.
I respect that. I respect the Michael, and I do certain things in my life. I like the Hollywood lifestyle. I've not. I've never had a go about you. I did shout at you earlier.
No, sorry. I'm just what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of facts, and I like to know timelines and things like that. Sorry if I've come across a bit as a bit of a sort of investigative reporter.
Yeah, you did. I've had enough of them. I have plenty of that already.
Right.
Without
Do you get papped? Do you get papped even now?
Yep. Get upskirted all the time. I'm sick of all of that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that from you.
Listen, I'm going to back off. I'm actually going to look. This is me actually physically backing off.
Okay. So, look, new beginning. It's all right.
New beginning.
Look, it's fine.
Page.
I'll be honest.
And I've got a new page of my book that I'm going to turn to symbolize the turning of a new page.
Can I see the cover of your book? Is it not finished or?
No, I'm not.
Is it your
I'm
book?
writing. No, it's a notepad. It's a notepad.
Let's just compare. You hold yours up.
Well, I can't see you now because I've had to minimize you because I can't deal with the time lag. Oh, right. Okay. I've just put it up now.
There's a lot of time lag in. You clearly never done theatre. Oh, right.
No, I have not done theatre. I've done Edinburgh, but then haven't we all?
You make comedy videos.
Yes, I make comedy videos.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Yeah. That's not acting.
What's not acting?
Comedy is not the same as acting, so don't start going around saying anyone can do comedy.
Right.
It's not a challenge.
Is that something you've done in the past?
I've seen plenty. When I've spent a lot of time in Vegas. Okay, I was in Vegas, saw Mr. Bean live. In
Mr.
Vegas.
Bean.
Yes.
Okay.
He didn't say a word.
No.
That's nothing. It's pathetic.
Right. Is acting just talking then?
Acting is talking. Acting is about being on set of The Hangover 2. Acting is about feeling awkward in between scenes with the co-star. Acting is much more than Mr. Bean walking around a stage for a 2-hour performance.
Acting is much more than Mr. Bean. Can I just write that down?
Please do. And can everyone please make a note of that?
Acting is much more than Mr. Bean.
Acting is much more than Mr. Bean.
Okay, I've written that down.
Although, credit where it's due, the Mr. Bean films are absolutely marvellous works of art. Now let's do Mr. We've done a bit of chatting. We've got to know each other. We've certainly built a rapport. Yes, thank you, Simon F. Acting is much more than Mr. Bean. Comedy acting peaks. The Bill Hogg. I'm sorry. 1 second, Mr. The Bill Hogg said comedy acting. There's no such thing as comedy acting. There's acting, and it's serious. Let's do an acting warm up. Sure. So, I want everyone watching this, all of my acting students, you've all paid to be here, quite a lot. It's a good deal. I want you all to follow along with what we're doing here. And we are professionals, some more professional than others. Some people in the industry can fluke their way into positions. Some... I trained in Lisbon for 8 years. But please, play along. Play along. It's not a game. The first acting warm-up we're doing is called Big Face, Small Face. It's not bad, not bad. Yeah. Can you make it bigger? Can you make it bigger?
Me?
Can you make it bigger?
Yeah.
Could you make it slightly bigger for me? Just want to test the range of the face. That's not bad. I'll be totally honest with you. I've been absolutely furious through most of this lesson. The only way I'm hiding my anger is through my acting. If I've been acting the whole time. Since the beginning of this, because I'm so upset at you. But what you just did there was spot on. You did a good big face, small face. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Did everyone else do it? I hope you all did a good big face, small face. And that's the end of Big Face, Small Face, everyone. People are saying that was class. A lot of people are saying 10 out of 10 for you there. For me? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Have you ever got a good review before? Yeah, the Edinburgh Evening News. What did they say? Great potential. somebody asked what films require small face. James Bond. That's the only time you've been reviewed?
Well, the you know those free magazines you get in Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a thing about my advert.
They did.
Yep.
What did it say? Five stars. Spicy.
It said
spicy. 5 stars.
It said man conveys
Michelangelo.
Man conveys EasyJet offer with commercial.
I mean, look, I'll be totally honest with you. That's more than Lady Gaga got for doing The Star Is Born. The next acting warm-up...
She didn't even get anything in the Sainsbury's magazine or anything like that?
She didn't get in the Sainsbury's. The Mirror said they described it as a film.
Yeah.
Thank you for the new follows, everyone. Sorry I've not been shouting you out.
I mean, some of those are probably down to me.
Excuse me?
Well, I tweeted it. I said that I'd be on this thing.
Could anyone say if they're here from the Spicy? Can you reveal yourselves? Reveal yourselves, please.
I can't see this because I've minimized you again.
Not a soul. So certainly not. Me, right? That's a ban. Me, that's a ban. That's a ban.
This is a very
excuse me?
Dictatorial
it's acting.
Twitch stream, isn't it?
It's acting. The next acting warm-up, if you're ready, don't know if you are. Now, this one is something a bit different. Now, this is actually very important. Now, look, you've warmed up your face muscles. You're a new man since you did that warm-up.
Yeah, I feel new.
You look great. You look lovely. Now, this acting warm-up is called Be Australian. Spicy, have you ever done a different accent to your own?
Yeah.
Which ones?
I did Northern.
Yeah, classic.
I've done Northern. Yeah. I did
I'm having a pot of Tetley's. Tetley's tea in the north of the country. That's Yorkshire.
Yeah, that's virtually what I said as well. So.
Oh, Tetley's advert.
Yep.
So, Spicy, I sent you a line. If you could get that up from a classic scene. I think it's a film or something. It's called Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's. I've not seen it. Now the line, I'll read it first in my accent. Remember, we're gonna be Australian. By the end of this, everyone, you're gonna think you're in. We're gonna be Australian. You're gonna think you're in Christchurch. So this is the line. It's, "You are not some hardened criminal, Walt. You're in over your head. That's what we tell them. That's the truth." Now, could you read that in your own accent first, please?
You are not some hardened criminal, Walt. You're in over your head.
That's what we tell them.
That's all right. It's just my.
I'm sorry. Can you start from the top, please?
I've got a very quick sort of screensaver thing, and it went dark.
Yeah. I've heard it all before. I've trained up many actors.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure you've heard that before, really, have you?
Yeah.
My screensaver went dark.
Ben Affleck. Every day, same excuse. 6-month course, every day the screen went dark.
Shall I?
All right, Ben. Batman.
Are we doing?
Do you want to read that?
He's Batman. I'll read the I need a minute.
Okay, take your time.
You are not some hardened criminal, Walt. You're in over your head. That's what we tell them. That's the truth.
Okay. And now, everyone, I hope you all read that along with us. Now we are going to become Australians. Sheila said.
So can I just? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can I point out that Breaking Bad isn't Australian? Why have you chosen Breaking Bad?
I think it's Australian.
Don't think it is.
Yeah, I think so. So it's an Australian. Look, you've got the trilogy. You've got Home and Away, Around the Twist, Breaking Bad, all set in the same village,
Lighthouse.
all filmed within 1 year of each other.
Okay. All right then.
Do you want to attempt the Australian first, or shall I lead the way? I mean, it's up to you, really. I'm more than happy to.
Can I do it because I just want to get it out of the way, really?
You go ahead.
You are not some hardened criminal, Walt. You're in over your head. That's what we tell them. That's the truth.
Looks like we got some work to do.
I can't see you. Are you referring to me?
I'm just
I can't
saying,
see you. Are you referring to me?
just generally, we have a lot of work to do. Just generally.
We have a lot of work to do.
Generally. Okay, I'm going to give it my Australian now, everyone. Now, at home or wherever you're watching, please give it a go. You know, he did his big face, small face. Give him credit where it's due. You know, that wasn't the most. I mean, he said the words. It's like you didn't leave Britain. I thought.
Where did I go then?
I expected to be taken to part of Australia.
Like Christchurch.
And instead
So
I
where
thought
did you,
I was in Southend. I love it though.
Not too far from where I grew up.
Good memories?
No.
I picked up a starfish in an aquarium in Southend when I was 5, just before we filmed Basic Instincts. I'm going to give you my Australian accent, everyone. Please pay close attention. And I want you to copy me along at home, and then I want the spicy lad here to do the same, okay? This is acting, everyone. This is serious. Clap for your carer, fine. Clap for the actor. So this is the Australian. So it's you're not some hardened criminal. What? Just memorize the line. You're not some hardened criminal, Walt. You're in over your head. That's what we tell them. That's the truth. Excuse me. Oh, God. Excuse me. Sorry for that bang, everyone. I just dropped something. Is everyone... You can still... Yeah. I can still hear... Are you still there?
Who, me?
Yeah, I just dropped a... You okay there?
Yeah, it was good.
It's good. Do you want to give it a go like that?
It's quite moving. It was quite moving.
Do you want to give it...
Do you want me to do it like that?
I want you to do it just like that.
Okay. Okay. You are not some hardened criminal, Walt. You're in over your head. That's what we tell them. That's the truth.
I just got emotional.
Probably because you heard it,
You did a
perfectly
good
relate
job.
back to you how you did it.
You did a good job. You, you've come a long way.
Thanks.
You've come a long way. It was just, you're right, Toby. It was just too raw.
All right.
It was
Yeah.
just too raw. I'm sorry about the
Well,
tears.
it's all about development, isn't it?
It is at the end of the day, and I wasn't happy at the start, but you really came quite far with that. Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take it to the next level. In
Yeah.
fact, before we do that, does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask either me or the Spice Man himself? It's a kind of Q&A. It's kind of open session. Can you ask Spicer what guest is on next week? That's Nalsy. He plays poker. He's my cousin. How long did it take to perfect that accent? Oh, for me, Da Vinci, that took the best part of 8 years. Where did Mikey get his crazy ideas from?
That's a good question. I can.
You want to answer that?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Some of them are real, and some of them I just think up.
It's not the same as acting, though, is it?
What, thinking?
The final thing we're going to do before we open it up for a Q&A. In fact, let me just see if there's anything else before. I don't want to ignore the students that spent £800 on this. Was Basic Instinct the first film you worked on? No, the first film was Johnny Five is Alive. I was the Indian man. Lisbon's finest accent coach, thank you. Does he own a Spicer rack? I think that's a hate crime saying that.
That's trolling.
That's trolling.
Do you think that I'm trolling? Trolling.
What were you going to ask?
Do you think, given that I'm 43 and my surname is Spicer, do you think I've not heard every variation of the word spice in relation to my name?
What have been some of the best?
Michael's Spider.
Spider?
Yeah.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
It can be a cruel place, the playground. Listen, when I was growing up, it was the same for me. Picked last on the football team, even though I had the ability of David Beckham when I was a youngster, and I would go into the drama. Even with it was an empty room, and I'd go into the drama studio, and I would just do a monologue, and that's how I got a lot of it out.
Sorry, I don't fully understand. You did a monologue because you weren't picked, or you were good?
I just
football,
felt.
and you.
Oh no, I was a fantastic footballer. I just felt the pain of the acting, and I needed to get it out. Now, Mister, listen, you've done well. You've done fantastically well.
Yep.
The final bit of acting. Well, actually, now there's about 300 students here. We're gonna do some real acting now. We're gonna do a bit of. Let me get rid of that. Sorry, it's no longer it'll be Australian. We're gonna improvise a scene. Have you ever improvised anything before?
Yeah.
What was that?
Sainsbury's again.
That was improvised.
No, we improvised it for like a weekend.
Ah, let me
Then
tell
we
you.
formulated the idea together, and then we.
That's like a Mike Lee film.
It had very Mike Lee connotations, but with a massive corporation attached to it.
That's the way to do it. Did you know? For everyone listening, you might not know this, but the power of improvisation, as we said in the States, when I have a Hollywood past. The power is of this, Mr. Spicer. It's Edward Scissorhands. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
He wasn't meant to have scissor hands. Johnny Depp was goofing around one day, and by the way, if any of you in the chat know Johnny, you know he's a bit of a character, and I thought he was English
You know
for 10
Johnny?
years. I know. I thought he was English.
Right.
He's that good. I was actually on the set of Edward Scissorhands, and I was just hanging around, and Tim Burton was like,
when you were -10.
Tim Burton was just like, okay guys, we're gonna go set up the lights, and Johnny Depp came out with some scissors from the makeup department, and he started cutting Tim Burton's stomach with them. It was fantastic.
What was the film called at the time?
Just Edward. It was called Just Edward.
Just Edward.
Just Edward.
And it was about.
It was just going to be about like the high school American football team, and they're trying to score with chicks. That was the script.
Just Edward.
Just Edward. We're going to score with chicks. That was what every character had to say. And then he pulls out the scissors, and Tim Burton says, "Right, we're making a film about a guy with long hair, and he's got scissor hands." Now, I'm sorry.
Is this relevant?
No.
Right. Okay.
The power of improvisation. We're going to do some improvisation now. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'll get on with it.
Yeah.
This is the scene. What we're going to do, and we're going to switch roles as well.
Okay.
You're going to play. Firstly, we'll try it this way. You, sir, are going to play. Take time to let this sink in. You're going to be a child. I'm going to be your new stepdad.
Age? Okay, what age am I then?
9. Anywhere between 2 and 20. And I'm going to be your new stepdad, and you've had many stepdads. And we'll see where it takes us. So, we'll
sorry,
begin.
I'm sorry, for how long?
Maybe an hour or 2. Okay, about a minute.
A minute.
Got him. Okay.
All right.
So you be playing your Mega Drive, and I'll come into the room. So if you want to start acting out the Mega Drive. Here we are. Who we get into character? Get into character. Get into character. Oh, I see you. I see you there, boy. Playing the games, yeah?
Get out.
Look at me when I talk to you, son.
No, you're not my real dad anyway. So just get out and leave me alone.
Oh, she said. Shannon said it'd be like this. You know, your mum can be really, really mean sometimes to me, and I put up with it.
Don't talk about my mum like that. She works hard for me.
That's what you think. It's me paying all the bills around here, boy. She's out at the arcades. Every day she's at the arcades, spending my money, putting the coins in the thing.
She's got an addiction, and you know that.
I'm sorry, I got emotional. Sorry. Listen, gaming is not an addiction. Oh, so you think because she's got that addiction to the arcades, that's why you're on the game? What are you even playing right now?
Sonic.
Which one?
1.
Now listen here, young man. You and I are not so different. When I was your age, I too played Sonic the Hedgehog.
What? You did?
Yeah.
Show me what you can do.
Okay, thank you. See that? Did you see that?
Hello? What?
Yes, he did a backflip. Sonic done
Are you still doing it?
Yeah, Sonic.
Sorry.
Oh, we're still in the scene yet. Sonic done a backflip.
Wow, that's amazing. I've never seen Sonic do a backflip before.
And scene.
So do you see what I did there? I created a connection.
Mm.
You thought I was just going to keep batting away your responses, but in fact, I actually welcomed you in.
My friend, I didn't think anything. I felt the scene. I lived the scene. I bled the scene. My arm is bleeding. I didn't know where. I don't think about where the other actor goes. I don't think about these things. I just act. And I'm in the moment. And that's all that happened there. What about you? How did you find that?
Uh, not the same. I mean, I'm not bleeding from my arm.
Are you sure?
Sorry, are you
Check.
actually literally bleeding from your arm?
Yeah.
I don't equate acting well with bleeding from an arm. What's that all about?
Um. It's the I bled the scene. Look, you can see it there. It's coming down the arm.
No, I can't see anything. I've minimized
Well, it's
you. I
coming
keep saying
down.
that.
It's started at the arm and it's coming down the arm there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've never had to do that. I certainly didn't do it with Sainsbury's anyway.
So let's switch roles. I'm gonna be the young. I'm gonna be the the young man now, and I'll be. In fact, I'm not gonna play. Let's change it up a bit. What else? I mean, what does a young man do? Yo-yo. I'll be playing a yo-yo, and you come in, and you're my new stepdad. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Yo-yo. Get in character. Get in character. Yo-yo. Not a care in the world, just a young child.
All
With a
right,
yo-yo.
son. What's happening?
Just playing the yo-yo.
Come on, son. Tell me the truth.
Okay, listen. I'm finding it
Hard to do the scene.
hard to, hard to. This whole thing about you being what? You're not my dad. You're my stepdad, man. What are you talking about? That's lame, bro.
Is this still the scene?
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing lame about love, son.
I mean, What's gonna happen? Are you gonna treat me and Ma well?
Uh,
Are you
yeah,
moving in
I
here?
have. Yeah, I've got my bags, and I'm ready to unpack them. I'll just need your help erecting my basketball nets
All right.
in the driveway.
You know what? I wasn't sure before, but I think I'm happy to call you Dad, and that's the truth. Scene.
That's good. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
very
that's good.
good.
That's
Now,
good.
I'll be totally honest. I've gained a lot of respect for you over the last 50 minutes.
Cool. That's super.
Have you get? Has your mind changed? Have you?
Um,
Are
I'd need a little. I think
you gonna let?
I would
You gonna let me know?
definitely. I will definitely email you at some point
Yeah.
as to how I feel right now.
How soon do you think you can email about
It's Thursday now, isn't it? So next Thursday.
next Thursday?
Yeah, next Thursday.
I know you get a lot of haters, but you're a
I
decent
do,
lad.
yeah. Yeah, I do get a lot of
You're a
haters.
decent lad, all things considered. Overall,
Yeah.
is that water?
Thank you. Yeah, it's water.
Oh,
After a scene, I like to drink water.
that's unprofessional.
Why?
That's not what you do. That's not how
What do
Patrick
you
Stewart
do?
does it.
Patrick Stewart. I I've got a thing about Patrick Stewart, so let's just leave that.
Oh, you don't because you're friends with James Corden. because of the.
Oh
You don't
no,
want to talk about
actually,
it
no, I don't want to talk about.
because you're
I don't
friends
want to
with
talk about.
because you're friends with James Corden,
I am friends with James
and
Corden.
then they had a fight.
They did
They
have a
had a
fight, yeah.
physical. They punched each other, didn't they, at an award ceremony?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. I was there.
Hmm.
Um, but Patrick Stewart is, it's very sad what's happened to him.
Do you mean because he dies in a film?
Uh, he dies in a film, does he?
I think so.
I've not seen that film.
I think it's like Spider-Man 2. I don't know.
Okay. No, I've not seen. I've never seen him dying, but I have worked with him, and
Oh,
he is uh, insanely difficult.
oh. I mean, I really wanted to know this before about
Mm.
when I asked about, but you don't want to talk about.
Yep.
What was the problem with him?
Um, you know, when you do cutaways,
Yeah.
he was never there for the cutaways when it was my cutaway.
Oh, that
He
is
erected, he erected,
erected.
he erected this
Erected.
sort of massive laundry basket, and I said, "What's this?" And he said, "Just look at that," and he walked away. And I just my all respect kind of evaporated.
It's just upset me that because I too have worked with him in the theatre,
Right.
and he did a similar thing.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's
Except there was a laundry basket in the room, but I said, "Excuse me, I'm a big fan. I just want to know if you got any tips for up and coming." And he went, just shut up."
yeah. That's classic Stew.
That's classic
That is
Stewart.
classic Pat Stew.
Just shut up.
Yeah. He once poured boiling hot water over a cat.
What year?
What year?
What year?
2017.
I knew it. Now I'm gonna open it up to if anyone has any questions in the audience. Excuse me. If anyone has any questions for either me or the guest you've seen today, Mikey Spicy. Oh, you just came in, Rabutu. Well, I mean, excuse me. Uh, oh, Tiom says best Bond era. I'd say 1932. Have you got a best Bond era?
What?
Best James
Best
Bond
Bond? What era?
era? The best era of James Bond films.
Oh, I thought you meant era as in like a
Like a
continuity
mistake.
era.
My favorite
Yeah.
continuity mistake is when James Bond is driving a lorry, and then it cuts
Yeah.
away, and he's getting run over by it,
Oh, yeah.
and then he's back
That
again.
was crazy.
It was mad. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's get a few. We'll spend about 5 minutes. We'll get a few of your questions in. Mr. Spice, water again. That's not how you do it. Mr. Spice, what's the
Sorry.
most amount of dogs you've seen at once? Says Captain Cook.
The most amount.
The most amount.
2.
Hmm.
Any more than that, I'm horribly allergic.
It's not really something an actor wants. What was it like on the set of Speed? That's for you.
I think that's a Keanu Reeves question.
No, no. Well, you can answer
No,
it if
I
you want.
wasn't. Oh, all right. It was great, but Dennis Hopper was
Out of order.
all the time.
Mm.
Yeah, but annoyingly, he took a shine to me, and it's kind of worse if he wants to be your friend because he, he's in your face.
Well, that's a shame. Michael, are you really in the room next door? I've been in several times and cannot find you, says Higgy Smalls. Don't know what that means.
I don't know. I don't know who that is, and
You don't want to talk to Higgy?
I don't know who that person
Who is Higgy Smalls? Maybe an ex-lover of yours?
No. Well, just to set the record straight, Higgy Smalls is a persistent stalker of mine, and he seems to think that I am in the room next door, which is my famous franchise. I don't know if you know about that, but I pretend.
And I've read about it actually, and that you're not actually in the room at all. It's Pixar that have set it up so that it looks. It's an actor, isn't it? And then they put your face onto. And people don't know about the industry. Has Michael ever considered working for Sainsbury's? Do you need me to call the coroner? Says Psych Tyson. We don't have to answer these. Did you eat a lot of tuna or salmon to get in the role of Fred West?
That's clever. I'll give him that. That's clever.
Because Fred West owned the big boat. It's very good. It's good satire, isn't it? What spice level can you handle?
That was cutting.
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 I saw Patrick Stewart play Skylock at the RSC. He was amazing. Do you think Stewart could adapt his skills to a Sainsbury's ad? We don't want to talk about Stewart anymore. We've both had difficult times with him. I'd rather you lot didn't bring up.
Pat Stew couldn't do a Sainsbury's ad like I could.
Mr. Spicer, what is your favourite length?
32 meters.
That's a good one. Which shirt suited Brian Dennehy most? Purple. What's the difference between an egg? What's the difference between an egg? That's the question. What's the difference between an egg? If a
That's
woodchuck,
not going to help your acting career, right?
No, I mean, it's ridiculous.
I'm suggesting.
Michael, where do you get your beautiful eyebrows done? Are they natural?
Well, that's very nice of you, whoever said that.
It was Da Vinci. Be very careful with Da Vinci.
Thank you, Da Vinci. They are my eyebrows, but they have been contoured by a stylist who I have come round every day. Because admittedly, we break the 2 meter distance thing.
I understand.
I mean, we tried doing it from 2 meters. She had these tweezers on a stick. Long stick.
Oh, like one of those child's toys that you can.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But she butchered them and she gave me a black eye, and I said, "Look, you've probably not got it.
Listen,
I know I haven't.
I'm getting the Botox done every week. Very, very long needle. I stand in my driveway. She comes round from across the street and into the skin, and I mean, I'm 65 now, and nobody. Have you ever been on Hot Ones? Will we ever see a Michael Spice at Nando's? I think we'll take maybe 2 more, and then we'll wrap up.
What was that?
What bit?
Will we ever see Michael Spicer on Hot Ones? Is that what that said?
Yeah.
What's Hot Ones?
It's what's Hot Ones? I think it's a play.
Well, I don't do plays.
Michael, you're clearly cut out with manager. Do you fancy buffoon manager? I don't know what a manager is. I don't know what drive-by Botox. I've heard of them. Question for Mr. Spicer. Last question, I think.
Yeah.
What's the most important lesson you learned today, and how will you apply it to your next acting career? From Chris Abet.
Oh, what have I learned? I've learned the most important thing about acting is you have to be wise.
Yes. You have to be white.
Wise.
Oh.
Wise.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to leave the session there today, everyone. Thank you so much for being part of it. We might be back again at some point, who knows. We're going to raid someone. Michael, you stay there because I need you to sign a release.
Yep.
So don't go.
Sign a release.
Sign a release form. I need you to sign a release. Don't go. Oh, there you go. Wretched Morgan. We'll raid him. I'm just going to send our acting viewers, to someone else. It's the etiquette of the... But you stay there because I need you to sign the release. It's very important. And there's a lot of terms and conditions, but I don't want to get your agent involved.
Yeah, what, an electronic one?
No, I'm gonna come over.
Well, only my eyebrow person can come over.
Thank you, 13B9, for gifting some subs out. Only the eye. Yeah, my arm is there's a blood. So we're gonna raid. Thank you everyone for watching. Would you like to promote anything? Any films?
Me? Films.
You in a film?
No.
Well, that's fantastic. That's it from the Acting School of Excellence today, everyone. And remember, whatever you do, acting. Just gonna raid the you're still there. That's the end of the. I'll just be done in a. I'm just one moment. I'm just sending 188, 193, 197, 198 raid now. Goodbye, everyone.